This last week was an incredibly challenging one for Israel and the Jewish people in the narrative war of those who wish to delegitimize Israel. Couldn't believe my ears when the mayor of New York, Mamdani, could say such a horrific thing, that AIPAC, what did he say, AIPAC? AIPAC are monsters. Monsters who deal in dark money. AIPAC, which for years and years has been the Israel lobby, supporting the right of Israel to live and to defend itself, with over the years support across both sides of the aisle. If AIPAC are monsters, then all Jewish Zionists and all supporters of Israel are monsters. All dealing in dark money purely to support the right of Israel to defend itself. Such a horrific thing. And then when he was asked by reporters about the sensitivity of many Jews who were offended by it, he went again and defended it. The use of such horrific, divisive, and damning language. Then this clean sweep of many of the people he supported, the Democratic Socialists in the Democratic elections, primary in New York, in Brooklyn, 7th District, many Jews live there. Claire Valdez, who wins this position, a woman who on October 8th, before one Palestinian had been killed, with 1,250 people horrifically killed, many of evidence of rape, despite what our haters say, and the horrific burning and killing, including our son, Daniel Perez, of blessed memory, with so many others. Before one bullet is shot in defense across the border, already Claire Valdez is supporting such horrific acts. And also painful this week, one of the senior leaders in the current administration, which has done so much for Israel, but who can say that Israel can't kill itself out of every war. We're trying to kill ourselves out of every war. We're trying to defend ourselves against people who wish to kill us. We're not the killers. We're those who are defending ourselves, having to, unfortunately, kill and neutralize those who kill, plan to kill, and aim to do it every single day. So difficult. You see, this is one of the great battles that Israel has. Israel is not only fighting, as all battles, for legitimacy on the battlefield, and not only in the realm of politics, but in the realm of societal legitimacy, the realm of the narrative war, which today is being waged so horrifically against Israel, especially since October 7th, where you would have thought there would have been so much sympathy with the horrific invasion of Israel. This is our challenge. And nowhere is this challenge made clearer in this week's parasha, Balak, both in Israel and Chutz La'aretz. Now we're on the same page. You see, the genius of Balak, Melech Moab, the king of Moab, was the understanding that he could not defeat the Jewish people, Bnei Israel, militarily. Everybody had tried. If Egypt couldn't, then he couldn't. But you can defeat them in a narrative war. And you know what he'll bring? He'll bring the wizard of narrative wars, the spin doctor, called Bilam. Bilam, who has no nation, Beloam, one without a nation, because his isn't a national battle. It's a metaphysical battle of taking this people, the Jewish people, and not fighting them as nations normally do, because you can't defeat them, says Balak. But let me bring this person who will weave a narrative of spiritual curse. Let me take every good thing about the Jewish people. The fact that Bnei Israel, persecuted for hundreds of years in Egypt, came out through redemption and salvation. The greatest comeback story, the greatest story of redemption and revelation, arguably in the history of the world. And you can spin that into a web of curse. That's exactly what Bilam was brought to do, in the knowledge that some people fight Israel militarily and other people at the same time or differently fight them with moral legitimacy to turn the blessing of Jewish life since time immemorial, where God says, Abraham, I'm singling you out to be a source of blessing to the world. I'll bless those who bless you and curse those who curse you. Your aim is to be a source of blessing. That is the purpose of Abraham and Sarah. That is the purpose of the Jewish people. And yet our blessing that the Jewish people and Israel continue to bring to the world in so many areas is spun into a curse. The good news, though, is that every curse that Bilam attempts to curse the Jewish people, God turns into a blessing. Those who wish to ultimately curse the Jewish people, God has promised Abraham, Mekalel Ha'or, those who bless you will be blessed. Those who curse you, and then themselves will be cursed, because they trade in darkness. They are those who trade as monsters of darkness, supporting terror, supporting murderers. Those who come to curse those who should be blessed, themselves will be cursed, and their own destruction will be as what happened to Balak and Bilam over time. And that is the great blessing, that those who curse the blessing of the Jewish people will themselves be cursed. But We dare not rest on our laurels. We have major, major challenges. Anyone who didn't think that we have challenges in the diplomatic narrative war over the last week, in terms of what happened in these New York primaries and what's happening in the United States, we have to think very, very carefully. We need our best and brightest minds not only to be worried of internal political challenges, but seeing the bigger picture of the narrative war that we have to be able to, in the most systematic way, understand that we come together with every bit of genius of Israel, the Jewish people, and all of our supporters, and come together to simply reveal what this narrative war is all about. Those who stand at the side of life and blessing and everything that is good about humanity, and those who truly trade in darkness and wish to destroy. It is high time to get together with a strategy of how we need to reveal how that those who wish to curse us themselves indeed are trading in curse, and indeed the Jewish people stand for blessing, stand for the love of life, and it is high time we get together to work this out. Shabbat Shalom.